go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again. Welcome back to the next episode of the Dive Bombers franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We're in year number 9 here in the Green Nachos League, and we're in year number 3 in control of the Dive Bombers. Last episode for our Bombers started off with a victory against the Bars as we swept the season series 2-0 as we won a close, I believe it was another 10-inning game. We won 9-8 behind a good start from Adeline Fontina, one of her best we've had in control of her. Unfortunately, the bullpen blew the lead, but we managed to rally back and take the lead and win, so that's always a plus. We then, in the second half of the doubleheader, lost to the Riddles 9-0, as Cat Flora got absolutely dominated by Rebecca Radical in what was her worst start of the season. Following that, in the Sim, we beat the last place Swampers and then lost to the Bird Lizards and the Gold Coats. So all in all, we went 2-3 in the episode. We're now sitting at 10-10 with 4 games left to play in the season. And we are still within striking distance for the division title and for our first 500 or better season in franchise history. Today's matchup sees us take on the champs. We will be playing this game as they are a contender for the playoffs. They've already locked up at least a 500 season or better. We'll then sim the game against the Nocturnals, and then next episode will be a doubleheader finale against the Thumpers and Toucans to see what our results will be for the season. Now, at the end of last episode, I did ask around to see what you guys thought about the idea of maybe going all in here with only 4 games left to try and win this team into the playoffs, and I decided the feedback was mixed, so I won't be making any roster moves right now, as most of the people I have starred still have over 1.5 million more than what their target point is, so we don't need to go out and sign them just yet. Although we do have the money to do so, it was pointed out to me that if, say, I go after a guy like Chopper Sardi, I'd have to shuffle around a whole bunch of people to their backup positions to get everybody in the lineup, which would make things very, very difficult for us. Not only that, I don't want to break the bank on these guys, even though I know they're not going to be coming back next season, because we've been developing this team pretty good for this season, and borderline, we may make it, we might not, especially with how high a negative run differential we have. I believe if we go back here to the standings, we're at negative 26, negative 35, even worse. So, yeah, no tiebreakers are going to go our way. So, we either need to win out now, or we need to win and hope everybody else loses. That's basically what's going to happen here. But let's jump into today's action here to start it off. Champs come in at 12-7. On the mound for them is their number 4 pitcher. That is Elder Dismal, the veteran. 1-0 with a 2.82 ERA and a 1.16 whip. Tier 2 Wild Thing. Champs are actually only on game 20 while we're on game 21. So we have one game. They have a game in hand on us. But that means the pitching matchup favors us, as we're going to have our ace, Cat Floral, on the mound, although she is coming off her worst start of the season. She's 2-3 with a 5.96 ERA and a 1.99 whip. Tier 2 Cane Collector and Tier 3 Metalhead. She's tense. Lineup for today's game, leading off at shortstop, is Gary. Hold on. Is this the right lineup? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Huffman leads off at short. Murphy is at third. Heatherman is locked in at second. Salvador Pruitt is jacked in right field. Vu is at first base. Garlic Simmons is tense in left field. Gage Cano is catching today. And Lennox Dakota will be getting the start in center field, as Catalea Beal needs to come off because she's rattled again. And Cat Floral is tense. Lineup for the Champs, leading off at second base, is Sailor Ashley, the young second baseman. And it's veteran left fielder Ryan Kramer. He is locked in. Former Thumper Bingo Coffee is in center field today, not right. Cleanup hitter is first baseman Connor Dyer. Catching is Kyrie Pearson. Locked in right field is veteran Nathaniel Clay. Then is young third baseman John Elliston. Shortstop Reagan Hurls will bat 8, and Dismal's batting 9. Let's do it. Here we go. I think this is one of our final home games of the season. I think this is the next to last home game. We then sim the Nocturnals game. That one's on the road. And then next episode is a road game against the Thumpers, and then a home game against the Toucans to finish it off. All right, let's see what we can do. Can we make the magic happen here, folks? A win here in this game will go a long way to helping us.
It's game time at
Alright, let's do it. Sailor Ashley leading off, the young second baseman, hitting 309 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. Floro coming in, looking to improve in her final start of the season, coming in tense. 2-3 record on the year, ERA just under 6 and a whip just under 2. Arguably her worst season in her career. Actually, no contest. First pitch grounded to short. Huffman to his right makes the play, 1 down. That's a good start. Veteran Ryan Kramer up next, left fielder locked in, hitting with Tier 2 contact for his right-hander. He's hitting .262 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Slider down and in on the first pitch, hit hard at the middle to short. Huffman dives up the middle. Nice play, Garius. Throw to first. Got him. 2 down. He's already locked in. That is going to bring up center fielder, former thumper Bingo Coffey in his 8th year in the league. Came in year 2, for those who remember. .270 average, 5 homers, 12 RBIs. He is Tier 3 low pitch. Changed up and away is a strike called, 0-1, raising the eye level. Heater up and in, high, 1-1. Slide down and in, inside, 2-1. Couple down and in, inside, 3-1. Heater up and away, that's a strike, full count. K collector activates. Change up and in, line to right center field, that's going to be down for a base hit. Dakota cuts it off in the gap, and that'll keep it to just a single for Coffey. Bingo on with a 2-out hit, and that is going to bring up first baseman Connor Dyer. Tier 2 powers right-hander, .253 average, 1 homer, 7 RBIs in the year for the 27-year-old veteran. Floro remains tense. Slider up and in on the first pitch, in there, 0-1. Heater down in the way is low, 1-1. Change it down and in, way out in front of it, 1-2. K collector activates. For ball up and away, skied at right center field. He was out on his front foot. Dakota back a step is there and puts it away to end the inning. Floro gives up a hit, but nothing else. Bottom 1, Huffman, Murphy, and Mann coming up against Dismal, the veteran. Here's Huffman locked in, .271 average, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and Tier 3 fastball hitter. Made 2 nice defensive plays in the field in the first inning, so he's raised his mojo. Dismal comes in, he's 1-0 with a .282 ERA and a 1.16 whip in 4 starts. 8 runs given up, 7 earned in 22 1/3 innings, averaging just over 5.5 innings a start. 20 hits surrendered, 6 walks, a homer, a hit batsman, 23 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .233. Very solid numbers for Dismal this season. He's actually got the 2nd lowest ERA in the rotation. Here we go. First pitch curveball in there at the letters, 0-1. Dismal does have a heater. We're looking for it. Change it down and in. Huffman rips it foul, out of play, 0-2. That was a loud foul ball. Change up inside is popped up to third. He had to protect the plate there. Under it already is Elliston, the utility player, 1 down. John Elliston is a center fielder by trade, for those curious. Here's third baseman Albert Murphy with Tier 3 consistent. Hitting .333 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Slider in there at the letters, 0-1 as that activates Tier 2 Little Hack. Heater down, lined by Murphy to left center field as that's going to slice into the gap, and that will roll past the left fielder to the wall as Kramer chases after it. With his abysmal fielding, he gets it in, but it is a double. That's the first extra base hit of the game for either club. Here's Heather Mann with an RBI chance. Heather Mann with second baseman locked in, a Tier 2 first pitch prayer, hitting .290 with 6 homers, 15 RBIs. He takes that first pitch changeup off the plate inside, ball 1. Heater up, line to left center field, and that's in the same spot basically, though Kramer cuts it off this time. It'll be just a single for Mann. A scoring from second is going to be Murphy. It's 1-0. RBI single for Heather, 1-0 Bombers. And here comes jacked right fielder Salvador Pruitt, Tier 3 volatile active. Hitting .427 with 3 homers and 16 RBIs. He's been on a tear recently. Curveball down in the way in the dirt. Ball 1. Let's see how they pitch him. Dismal tense. Heater up, line through the middle, and that's going to keep the hot hitting going for Pruitt. 2 on, 1 down. Next up, Stanley Vu, the utility player at first base today, hitting .329 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs, and Tier 2 power. His right-hander is active. Heater up, misses high, ball 1. Heater middle inside, 2-0, good take from Stanley. Heater away in the first, next pitch line to right field, and that's another base hit, but right at Clay, who has a good arm. Bases will load up, 1 down still. 3 straight 1-out hits. Here's Garlic Simmons, actually 4 straight 1-out hits. Simmons is tense, hitting .368 with 2 homers, 12 RBIs on the year, trying to get out of his cold slump here. Heater inside, ball 1. Heater high, it's 2-0. Good hitters count for Simmons. Changeup was there, ripped it foul early. Off the swing there. 2-1, his timing's a little off. Curveball outside, it's 3-1. Good hitters count for Simmons. Curveball hung, and he got out on the front foot, skied it to right field shallow. We are not going to be able to tag on that one, unfortunately. Clay under it for the second out, will have to hold. Bases remain loaded for Gage Cano, the backup catcher, getting the start today. Hitting .231 with 3 RBIs. 2 outs now. Heater way inside from Dismal. Ball 1. Changeup way inside. That's a little bit off the catcher's glove, but not far enough away as we hold. 2-0 count. Changeup inside. Ripped by Cano to the right center gap, and that might clear the bases. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Third runner coming around third. He'll be sent. Here comes the relay throw. Is in time, but it is a 2-run double there for Cano. It is 3-0 Bombers. Top second, Pearson, Clay, and Elliston coming up. Here's Kyrie Pearson, the catcher. Tier 2 rally starter active, hitting .288 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Floral now pitching with a lead. First pitch curveball down and in, that's a strike. 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Doors, 0-2. Change it down in the way. Off the plate outside. 1-2. K collector active. Slider up and in. High. 2-2. Heater inside. Doors. Blew it by him. First punch out for Floral. He gone. She's feeling it now. Here's Nathaniel Clay. Right fielder locked in with Tier 3 first pitch prayer. Hitting .333 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Floral up to neutral mojo with that strikeout. Heater up and in, came right at him, strike called, 0-1. Now that that's gone, Clay looks like a more dangerous hitter now. Couple down in the way, chased in the dirt, dribbler to first. Vu charges, bare hands, takes it himself, 2 down. Base empty for John Elliston, the utility player at third base today, hitting .257 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Slider away on the first pitch, line to right field, hanging up for Pruitt on the slide. Nice catch, Salvador, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2 is 3-0 Dive Bombers. Dakota, Floral, and Huffman coming up. 8-9-1 here for the Bombers. And here's Dakota batting 1 for 9 on the air, getting the start over Beal in center field. Rookie sets. Change slider right down the middle. 0-1. Curveball is low. 1-1. Curveball up and in. Hits the letters. 2-1-2 the count. Heater away, late swing. First punch out for Dismal. 1 down here for Cap Floral, hitting .300 on the air. Up to neutral mojo now. Heater down and in is low. Ball 1. Change it down in the way. 2-0 count from Dismal. Slider up the letters. That's a dribbler in front of the plate as Floral misses it. Pearson out behind the plate. Throws the first. 2 down. That'll bring up Huffman, who's 0 for 1. Still locked in, though. Huffman popped out the third his first at bat. Heater away, strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Change up with the letters, skied it to left field. He's out on the front foot again. Right at the left fielder, Kramer puts it away as he didn't even have to move very far. 1-2-3 inning here for Dismal, top 3. 3-0 the score. Hurls, Dismal, and Ashley, 8-9-1 coming up. Next up, Hurls, shortstop hitting .255 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs, and Tier 3 first pitch prayer for him as well. Slider up and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Heater down, pulled up the third base line, backhanded by Murphy to his right, throw to first, 1 down. Next up is Dismal. Pitcher is tense. He is hitless on the air. Change of middle of the plate. Out in front of it. 0-1. He was looking heater. Sliding down in the way. Pulled foul. 0-2. Okay, collector active at tier 2. Heat up it in. He gone. Doors. Wave him bye-bye. He gone. Second punch out there for Floral. And here's Ashley. 0-for-1 today. Forcing him down in the way. Check strike at the knees. 0-1 as Floral hits the paint. Change up and in. Skied it to center field. Got under it. Dakota in. Calls forward and right of center. And puts it away. Another 1-2-3 inning for Floral. Bottom 3. It's 3-0. Murphy, Mann, and Pruitt coming up. Here's Murphy. 1-for-1 with a double today. Run scored as well. Slider put in is high. Ball 1. Curveball misses low. It's 2-0, and that's not going to let Little Hack activate this at bat. Heater down and in. Chopper at the middle of the second. Backhanded by Ashley. Throw to first. 1 down. Next up is Mann, as that brought Dismal up to neutral mojo on the ground out. Heather 1-for-1 with an RBI single and a run scored. First with prayer active. Change it down and away. Off the plate. Ball 1. Great take. Curveball middle in. Timing was off. Check strike. 1 called. Changeup misses high. 2-1 count for Mann. Changeup up. Rip to right field. That's a base hit. Heather times up the off-speed pitch. She's on with her second hit of the day. 2-for-2 start. Runner on 1 down for Pruitt, who singled and scored a run as well. He's jacked. Oh, that was the pitch I swung under at 0-1. Pick off in the dirt. Good save there by Dyer. Curveball up and away outside to Pruitt. 1-1. Heater up, late swing. 1-2. Slider away. Dumped by Pruitt to right field. That is going to drop in front of Clay, who was playing deep. As back-to-back 1-out singles. Once again, starting to put something together. Here's Vu. He singled and was thrown out trying to score from first base on a double. That is going to do it for Dismal already. Is coming in after 2 1/3 innings as long reliever Mark Burnswell. With tier 2 elite slider is a 3.38 ERA, a 1.16 whip, 22 strikeouts on the year, and a record of 2-2. He's given up 10 runs in 12 appearances, 1 save. 26 2/3 innings is the most out of the pen. He still has thrown more innings than Dismal. 24 hits surrendered, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks, 3 homers, 1 hit batsman, and a batting average against of 242. Powers right-hander remains active for Vu here. Slider up and away outside. Ball 1. Burnswell has a 4-seamer cutter and slider as that cutter hits the inside corner. 1-1. Cutter again hits the inside portion. 1-2. Heater down and then dribble to short, tough play. Hurls to second. 1. Ashley to first. That is a double play, and that ends the inning as Burnswell gets out of the jam. Stranding the 2 inherited runners to the 4th. Kramer, Coffey, and Dyer, part of the lineup up for the champs. Kramer up, locked in, 0-for-1 today. Grounded out on a diving play up the middle by Huffman his first time up. Slided down in the way on the first one, strike at the knees, 0-1. Peter in, that's checked for a strike. 0-2 as K Collector activates for Floral. Changed down and in. Pulled it foul. 1-2. Chased that one off the plate. Curve off and away. He gone. Chased it high. 3rd punch out for Floral. Send him back to the dugout. Bingo Coffey up next. 1-for-1 with a single. So far, he is the only batter to reach base for the champs. 8 in a row have been set down by Floral. Heater away. Check strike. 0-1. Slider inside. Off the plate. 1-1. Curve off and away. That's a strike as it drops in there at the letters. 1-2. K Collector activates again. Heater up and in. Inside. 2-2. Change up and in. Out in front of it. He gone. 4th punch out for Floral. Back-to-back Ks. 9 in a row now. Here's Dyer. 0-for-1. 9 retired in a row. Changed away in the first one. Fouled back. 0-1. Pushing me down and in. Chopped it foul on the third base line. Out of play. 0-2. Roll down in the way. Hit up the middle. Second. Man dives. Nice stop. Gets up and fires the first in time. 1-2-3 inning for Floral. 10 in a row. Set down. And man back to locked in mojo after that one. Or she's locked in, actually. Bottom four, 3-0. Simmons, Cano, and Dakota coming up. Sorry, man is on fire because she was already locked in. Here's Simmons. He's 0 for 1 today. Intense as he flew out with the bases loaded and shallow right his first time up. First pitch cutter in there at the letters from Burnswell. 0-1. Burnswell does have the elite slider traded tier 2 as that same slider misses low. 1-1. Down the middle with the heater. Gassed him at 100. 1-2. Cutter down in the way, hit through the legs of Burnswell as it just misses his crotch. That is back up the middle into center, and Simmons on 1 for 2. Leadoff man on for Cano, who doubled in 2 with the bases loaded his first time up. Heater up, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away, late swing, 0-2. Heater away, skied by Cano down the left field line, and it's slicing foul. And Kramer can't quite get there. Will stay alive at 0-2. Pitch out, nothing doing. Worried about a steal. Slider way off the end of the bat and hold a short. Hurls to second, gets the lead runner. Ashley first, not in time. Cano hustles out the back end. 1 down, runner at first here for Dakota, who's 0 for 1 today. Rookie struck out her first time up. Hey, One Boy, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. Yes. Got 3 in the first inning off of Dismal, and we knocked him out in the third inning. They've already had to go to Burnswell. He only lasted 2 1/3, and Floral has gone up to neutral mojo, and she's set down 10 in a row. She's feeling it. Heater down, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Heater inside, jam shot the short, solid pop up there for Hurls, 2 down. Sorry, shallow pop up. Here's Floral. Cat hitting 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded back to the catcher her first time up as she dribbled it right in front of home plate. Heater up and in, inside from Burnswell, 1-0. Slider down, grounded hard at the second baseman. Ashley there to first. That ends the inning. Nothing doing. To the 5th. Pearson, Clay, and Elliston coming up. There's Kyrie Pearson. He's locked 0 for 1. Tense. Alex Starter still active at tier 2, but he did strike out his first at bat. Heater down and in. Chopped to the middle to short. Huffman dives out of his reach, and that ends the string of 10 straight batters retired there. That is a leadoff single for Pearson. Next up is Clay, who's locked in 0 for 1. Still his first pitch prayer, though. No threat to run over there at first base. Curve up and away on the first one. Drops in for a strike. 0-1. Change it down and away. Low, 1-1. Get it down and in. That's a strike. 1-2. Okay, collector activates. Slider up in. He gone. Jammed him inside. 5th punch out for Floral. She's locked in. Here's Elliston. 0 for 1. Comes in, but that's 5, right? I gotta check. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, good. My math's good. Heater up and in on the first one. Check strike at the letters. 99 on the gun. Slider up and away. Fouled off. 0-2. Elliston just got to that one. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 1-2. Go down and away. He gone. Whiff through it. Low and away curve. He chases it. 6th punch out for Floral. 2 down for Hurls. He's 0 for 1. And he is first pitch prayer active. Coming right at him with the heater up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Floral pumping gas. Curve all the way. Check strike the knees. 0-2. Change up and in. Soft liner to short. Huffman picks it out of the air, and that's a 1. That ends the inning after a leadoff single. It's 1-2-3. Business as usual for Floral. Bottom 5. Only 2 hits so far for the champs. Halfway home today. Huffman, Murphy, and Mann do up against Burnswell. There's Huffman. He's 0 for 2. No longer locked in. Heater up and in. Hard grounder to third, but there for it on the backhand. Elliston to first. 1 down. Burnswell locked in. Here's Murphy, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Hanging slider in there for a strike, 0-1 as that activates Little Hack. Heater at the knees, ripped the first up the line, cut off by Dyer, takes it himself, 2 down. 2 hard hit ground ball outs, and here's Heather Mann, who's on fire. She's gone 2 for 2 with an RBI. She scored a run, and she's also made a nice diving play in the field. Better up and away in the first pitch, strike called 0-1. There goes first pitch Prayer. Better at the knees, ripped the first, pick by Dyer again. 3 hard hit ground ball outs to end the inning. Man down to locked in Mojo. Top 6, it's 3-0. Burnswell due up. Then Ashley and Kramer. We'll see if they pinch hit for Burnswell, who is a little tired. Burnswell would be looking at his first at-bat of the year, but he won't get it. Off the bench is Madeline Butts, the third baseman. 10's hitting .219 with 3 homers, 7 RBIs. She is not starting today, which explains why Elliston is at third, as she is not feeling particularly hot at the current moment. Slider up and in on the first one, inside, ball 1. Get it down the way, chopper, slow over to short. Huffman charges, he's there to first, 1 down. Nice play, Garius. Pinch hitter retired. Here's Ashley, 0 for 2. Leadoff hitter still looking to find her footing today. First pitch curveball down and in. Low and in, 1-0. Heater up and away. Lined over short. That is down and left center for a base hit. Simmons cuts it off. 1 for 3 today for Ashley. She gets her first hit. Only the third today for the Champs offense, and here's Ryan Kramer, the fielder 0 for 2. Heater up and away, runner goes, chased it on the hit and run, popped up shallow left field. Murphy racing out for it in shallow left, gets under for the second out of the inning. Runner has to retreat the first. Here's Bingo Coffee, who's 1 for 2 with a single back in the first inning. Low pitch active at tier 3. I believe Coffee struck out his last at bat, if I remember correctly. Slider up and away. Outside, ball 1. Heater up and away. Outside, 2-0. Change up and in. Coffee lines it to right field and smoked that one. Pruitt gets it in quickly. First and second, 2 down. Coffee 2 for 3 today. Here's Dyer, 0 for 2. Champs' best scoring opportunity of the day so far. Floral looking at pitch number 60 coming here. Still locked in. Ball down and in. Pulled foul, 0-1. Down in the way, chased it off the plate, 0-2. Get up and in. He gone! Blew it by him. 7th punch out for Floro as he breaks his bat in disgust and walks off in anger. Out of the bullpen, Digit Bugby as Butts is removed. Bugby comes in, 3.52 ERA, 0.98 whip, 9 strikeouts, tier 3 consistent for the B+ reliever. Bottom 6, Pruitt, Vu, and Simmons coming up. Good pitch in there by Floral to strand 2, though she does give up 2 hits in the inning. Here's Pruitt Jack, 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. He was Jack before this game started. Just wanted to point that out there. Bugby 1-0 with 15 and 3rd innings pitched in 7 appearances, 1 save, 6 earned runs given up, 12 hits, 3 walks, 4 homers, 9 strikeouts, a hit batter, and a batting average against a .218, which is second lowest out of the bullpen. Bugby also has, it looks like, the third lowest ERA, actually. An interesting note, all the bullpen relievers here, is that Slider's in there with the letters on the first, 101. All the relievers for the Champs have an ERA under 4. Heater up, lined hard to right, pass under the diving glove of Dyer, past him into right field. Pruitt 3 for 3 today. Leadoff man on for Vu is 1 for 2. Heater middle in, late on it, 0-1. Powers ready, still active. Curveball from the way outside, 1-1. Slider up, lined in the hole to short. Diving his hurls to stop it with Dive Wizard. He has to go to first with it, fielder's choice, 1 down. Next up is Simmons, 1 for 2 with a single last at bat, still 10s. Also flown out, slider inside, ball 1. Slider away, hit back to Bugby, who picks it out of the air, 2 down. Pruitt wisely quickly gets back to second. Here's Cano, 1 for 2 with a 2-run double in the first. Heater down and away low, ball 1. Slider up, checked high, 2-0 count. Slider away, lined in the center, that is down for a base hit. Around third is Pruitt. Throw from Coffey's a good one. It is just in time, and that ends the inning. He was jacked. We had to go for it, and bingo Coffey. Still sniping like he did back in his Thumpers heyday. Top 7, Pearson, Clay, and Elliston coming up. Here's Pearson, 1 for 2 with a single. Rally starter still active at tier 2. He's also struck out. Heater up and away on the first one. High. Ball 1. Ball down and in. That's a strike at the knees. 1-1. Side up and in. Wow. Way lit on that one. Soared him up there. 1-2. Change it down and away. Chopper, slow roller to second. Man charges in. Bare hands to first with 1 down. Next up, Clay. He's 0 for 2. Heater up and in. Strike call, 0-1. Change up away. That's a strike. It's 0-2. Slide it down and in. He gone! Whiffed on it. 8th punch out for Floral. 2 down. And here's Elliston, 0 for 2. Put the ball up and away outside. Ball 1. Got lucky there. Slide it down and in. Ripped it in the hole to short. Huffman dives. Gets there. Fires across from the hole. Got him! Let's go! 1-2-3 inning for Floral as Huffman. 3 great defensive plays at shortstop today. Bottom 7. Dakota, Floral, and Huffman coming up. Dakota leading off. Rookie 0 for 2 with a soft line out and a strikeout today. Starting for Beal is rattled. Ball down and in. Strike called from Bug B. 0-1. Ball up and in inside. 1-1. Slide it down. Hit through the middle and a base hit for Dakota. Her second career hit as she's on with a leadoff knock. Let's go. And that'll allow Floral to bunt her over. If we want. Floral locked in 0 for 2. Grounded back to the catcher her first time up, and she grounded out hard to second base, I believe. Heater down on the first one. Line to the first baseman, holding the runner. It's an unassisted double play. Oh, killer. 2 down for Huffman. 0 for 3, but locked in. Heater down low, ball 1. Screwball up and away on the corner, 1-1. Heater at the knees, late on it, fouled it off, out of play. 1-2, that was the pitch, Garius. Got to get around on it. Change up and in, screwball up and in, hits softly up the middle, behind the bag at second. Hurls dives in center field to get there, but he has no play at first. Throw is way late. It's an infield single for Huffman. He's 1 for 4. Inning continues with 2 outs for Murphy. He was 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Change up down in the way. Should have let that go. That was a ball. Sky ball right at the center fielder. Coffey puts it away, and that ends the inning. To the 8th, it's still 3-0. Hurls, Big Bugby, and Ashley coming up. There's Hurls, 0 for 2.
Number 42, Ryan Hurls.
Change up and away in the first one, outside. Ball 1. Heater down in the way. Hitting the hole, hit up the line, foul on the first base side. 1-1. Ball up and in. Foul back, 1-2 over the screen. 75 coming from Floral. Slide up and away. He's popped it up. Shallow right field. Heather Mann out for it. Calls off Pruitt. 1 down. Next up is Bugby. Pitcher is going to be pinch hit for. It is Clayton Dunlap, the backup catcher. Adding 275 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs, and Tier 2 choker is active in this high-pressure situation. Forcing him down and in on the first one. Low. Ball 1. Ball middle away. Check strike on the hanger. 1-1. Got lucky there. Slider up and in. High. 2-1. Four-seamer away. Fouled off. 2-2. Late swing. Here comes pitch 80 from Floral. Change down and in. Low. 3-2. Full count pitch. Heater up and away. Fouled off. Count remains full. Slider up and in. He gone! Chased it inside. 9th punch out for Floral. She hit 30 on the season. 2 down for Ashley. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch curveball away. Ashley did single last at bat, and she will single here as well as that's dumped into right field. Pruitt cuts it off before it gets in the corner. Little first pitch swinging there for Ashley. Puts her at 2 for 4. Here's Kramer 0 for 3.
Ryan Kramer.
Tried for the hit and run last time up, and it ended up being a pop out behind third. Heater up and in. Inside. Ball 1. Slider way inside. 2-0. The ball way outside. 3-0. Heater up and away. Kramer does not get the green light. 3-1. Slider down and in. That's a strike. Count full. K Collector activates. Change of middle in. Runner goes. He's gone! Way out in front of it. Fooled him on the changeup. 10th punch out for Floral as she struts back into the dugout with 8 shutout innings from the ace. Coming in out of the bullpen, closer Marvin Simpson as he takes over for Dunlap. Tier 3 consistent, 338 ERA, 112 whip, 12 strikeouts. Cat Floral throws almost 90 pitches in 8 shutout innings, giving up 5 hits. Could not ask for more. Hard to line up for the Bombers as we look to extend the lead with an insurance run late. Man, Pruitt and Vu coming up. Trying to crack through this Champs bullpen. Here's Man. Heather 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a ground out. 1 run driven in. She also scored a run as well. Marvin on the year, no record. He has given up 4 runs, 3 earned in 8 appearances, earning 2 saves. 8 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts, 212 batting average against, 1 homer given up on the year, and 2 walks. Let's see what we can do. Curveball misses low from Simpson. Ball 1. He has a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and curveball. Also, first pitch Prayer's gone as that checked in 2-seamer misses off the plate inside. 2-0. Looking for a good pitch. Chased it inside, broken back grounder in the hole to third. Elliston bare hands across, 1 down. Next up, Pruitt. He's jacked 3 for 3 with 3 singles and a run scored. Heater up and away. Jam driven by Pruitt deep to right field, out of room at the wall, looking up, calling for it is Leaping Clay. He robbed him of a home run. You absolute tosspot. God damn it, 2 down. Brought it back in. Here's Vu, 1 for 3 with a single. Not even Cringe Colonial could do us any favors on that one. Alright, come on, Stanley. Does not have power of his righty active here. Simpson's the first lefty out of the pen. Ball in there at the knees away. 0-1. Heater down and then inside. 1-1. Heater down. Chop through the legs of Simpson up the middle. Base hit for Vu. Little seeing eye knock there. He's on with 2 down. And continues here for Simmons. 1 for 3 with a single. He is tense. And we're going to pinch run here at first base. We're going to go to Dana Hodges over there, the rookie first baseman, as she'll pinch run with Tier 2 distractor. That takes away Marvin Simpson's accuracy bonus, I believe. Ball up, high, ball 1. There goes Hodges. Heater up, taken high for a strike. Throw down, airmailed into center field. Hodges around second, digging for third. Beats the throw in from Coffey, and the rookie puts herself in scoring position 90 feet away. But that deactivates distractor on the E2. First error of the game for either team, and first stolen base for Hodges, I believe, this season. Yes, that is her second, actually. Good for her. 1-1 count to Simmons, as that was a strike at the letters on the 2-seamer. Either way, lined at the middle hard, diving his hurls to stop it. Throw to first, got him, and that ends the inning, keeping it a 3-run game. Ray and hurls flashing the leather at shortstop. To the 9th, Coffey, Dyer, and Pearson coming up. Hodges will remain in the game at first base. And here's Bingo Coffey, 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Cat Floral. Honestly, she's going to start the inning. She's going to start with pitch 90 against Coffey. I would rather have her face him than anyone else in this bullpen, and then we'll go from there, okay? Let's see if she can earn it. First pitch slider up and into Coffey. That's a strike. 0-1. That's 90 pitches deep. Heater up and away. High. 1-1. Change up and in. Coffey taking. High. 2-1. Just missed. Right up and away. High again. 3-1. Heater up and in. Jammed him foul over the screen. Count full. Pitch 95 from Floral. The ball up and away. Driven deep left of center, carrying well. Dakota on the run, near the warning track, and in front of the wall, puts it away. One down. Here's Dyer, 0 for 3. Struck out last at bat. First pitch curveball down and in. Low, 1-0. Slider away. 2-0 outside. Leader up and in, checked inside, 3-0. Change it down. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk from Floral, and that's going to end her day. Go to the pen. Pearson due up 1 for 3 with a single. No rally starter, though, because the runner's on base. He is tense. That's the first walk today for Floral, and that is her last batter faces. 99 pitches deep, 8 1/3 shutout innings, 5 runs given up, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, and runner at first, her responsibility. She has a quality start. Let's see if we can get her the win as well. And we're going to go ahead and double switch here. All right, who do we got? We got Radical. Lowry did get reversed. He did not get stimulated. Okay. But he is absolutely gassed. So is Radical. Reynolds is ready. Sosa is not ready. Okay, so he's out. So it's either Reynolds or Tang. 36 pitches to 13. Say it with me, everybody. I believe in Tyler Tang, as he's going to come in out of the bullpen. We're going to take Simmons off, and we are going to bring in Lupine McKay to play first base. We're going to move him to first and Hodges into left field. With that utility trade, Tyler Tang out of the pen. Well, no record, a 7.50 ERA, 2 whip, 4 appearances, 6 innings, 11 hits, 4 strikeouts, a walk, 2 homers, 393 batting average against. Let's see if he can get this save here. Reynolds technically is better, but Tang has thrown less pitches in the past couple games. And we got clutch behind the plate as well, so Cano's arm is boosted over 100, so there'll probably be no threat to run here. First pitch cutter down and in, fouled off, 0-1. I believe in Tyler Tang. Can't believe I have to sing the Joe Hendry theme song every time he comes in. Say his name and he appears. 0-2 as Tang forges ahead with that Tier 2 K collector now. Slider down and in. Chased it inside. First punch out for Tang. Say it with me. He gone. 2 down. Down to the last out. It's on fire. Nathaniel Clay, who robbed a home run in the field. He's 0 for 3 today at the plate, though. Both Tier 2 choker and Tier 3 first pitch prayer active on the first pitch. Four-seamer down and away. Pulled foul, 0-1. Now, choker remains active. First pitch prayer is gone. But with him on fire, that choker don't mean jack shit, even if it's double effect. Clay is still above all of his hitting ratings normally. Slider inside, way off the plate, 1-1. Cutter up and in. Chased it inside, 1-2. K collector activates for Tang. Beater up. Got to it, fouled it off. Count remains 1-2. Cutter away. Hit on the ground to short. Huffman charges. Throw across the diamond to first in time to end the game. Tyler Tang slams the door in the 9th inning. Do you believe in Tyler Tang yet? God damn it. He gets his first save. Dive Bombers win 3-0 here. Great quality pitching here from Cat Floral. We got all our offense in the first inning with that 2-run double with the bases loaded by Cano, and then the RBI single before that from Heather Mann, and we just cruised to victory on the back of a 5-hitter. Great pitching today from Tang and Floral, especially Floral. She put the team on her back, gets us a win. We are now 11-10, above 500 with 3 games left to play. Champs fall to 12-8, but the Champs are already guaranteed at least a 500 finish. Still, this is a game the Champs probably should have won. All 5 hits today for the Champs, 2 apiece for Coffey and Ashley, and 1 for Pearson. And then they had a base runner for Dyer, so on a walk. So they only had 6 base runners all game. And technically, that's only through 4 different players. For us, everybody got a hit today, except for Cat Floral, the pitcher, go figure, and the bench players who didn't bat. RBIs today, though, Mann an RBI single in the first inning, and Canoa bases loaded double, driving in 2. Dismal 2 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, and a strikeout. He falls to 1-1, taking the loss. But then the bullpen for the Champs combined for 2 2/3, 4 2/3, 5 2/3 scoreless ball, giving up only 6 hits amongst the 3 relievers, as Barneswell, Bugby, and Simpson all put up zeros and keep their club in the game and lower their ERAs all to just above 3. That's a very solid looking bullpen the Champs have. For us, Cat Flora, 8 1/3 quality innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. She gets a quality start and nearly a complete game as she improves to 3-3 to end her season with an ERA at 4.35 in 6 starts. Cut that down dramatically. Her ERA was just under 6 to start the game. So it went from like 5.99 or 5.95 all the way down to 4.35. That's pretty good. This is, no doubt about it, her best start of the season. Tyler Tang, 2/3 of an inning to get his first save of the year, striking out a batter in relief of Floral. And stranding an inherited runner to boot. Cat Flora, your player of the game, with her 10 strikeout performance and quality start of 8 1/3 innings. Gage Cano, the runner-up, with his 2-run double. He also singled, and then Salvador Prue, with his 3-for-4 day, remains jacked with run driven in. He would have had a home run, but he got robbed in right field. Absolute home run robbery from Nathaniel Clay ruined his perfect line score. Which is a shame. That would have been a nice insurance run to have. But hey, a win is a win. We take them. We don't complain. Let's see how we do. Ooh, Radical or Lowry. Well, yeah, I couldn't use either of you. Both of you boys were tired. I'm very happy that both of you wanted to come in, but you both were gassed, dudes. Radical's definitely been the bigger disappointment this year over Lowry, so Radical's going to take this loyalty debuff. Pruitt or Heather Mann? You both did well today, but let's even up the loyalties. It'll be Heather. Thicket or Beal? Beal. Easy. She had a worse season so far than Thicket. All right, we got 12 games to sim through, and a couple of them are from our division. So let's see how this shakes out here. First things first, let's look around the league. A couple of roster moves were made. Vu gets +5 fielding, up to 86 overall. Love it for our utility player. Tramplers go get Sullivan Moon, our former catcher, as he's going to replace Banjo Crosby on the roster. All right, so they're cutting some cap there. Interesting. Oh, Tramplers, not Thumpers. Okay. About to say, Ahmed Proust to the Trackers, replacing Swing Mustard, as once again Swing is cut before the end of the season. Stump Duran to the Trackers, replacing Donnie Rasmussen as the third baseman becomes available. Xavier Plunder, the young 20-year-old starter, replaces veteran Johnny Guerra on the Trackers. Kaysen Patel to the Tramplers, replacing Hang Anderson. Augustus Berry to the Trackers, replacing Pablo Shaw. Tramplers get Butter Sampson as they cut Tanner Field. Bryson Thicket, +3 velocity, up to 76 in that category. Love it. Alberto Donovan cut by the Trackers as they get catcher Hezekiah Thurtsy. Norbert Taverna to the Flyers as they cut Justin Marshall, their ace. Their original ace is gone in his 9th year. Oh, he got easy jumps. When did he get that? Oh, damn. Sorry, Justin. Lax Hokey to the Nocturnals, replacing Waldo Welsh. All right. That's it. There's a couple more names we can look at here in the pen. Obviously, Justin Marshall's a big one. We're not getting Swing. I love Swing, but no. Pablo Shaw's a closer. I'm not a closer guy. Tanner Field, he's an interesting candidate, but I have a good shortstop in Huffman. I like both of my catchers, although maybe Crosby over Tucker's the way to go. Nah. Atlas Good, I don't have a spot for him. Same with Alberto Donovan, although we did consider him. All right, perfect. So we got some decisions to make here before next game. Let's go ahead and think about this, okay? Guerra, Waldo Welsh. I mean, Johnny Guerra wouldn't be bad for like an end-of-the-rotation guy. He could replace Fontina for the playoffs. I wouldn't mind him. Waldo Welsh. Center fielder. No, he can't play all the outfield positions. Wax Special, though. He could replace all the outfield positions. He'd be an interesting bench option. Stamp grade, no. I think we're good there. Good at second base and third. Third is Murphy most of the time, and second is Mann. Yeah, we're good. Tanner, I don't like his traits. Boxer Mayor, K Neglectors at tier 2, Elite 2 Seamer at tier 2. No thanks, man. Not what I'm looking for. Alright, any other guys? Donnie Rasmussen. Bench third baseman, Slowpoke, Wild Throwers at turn off. Nope. Janiah Downs, Yusuf Kirby, Drill Garrison. I mean, he's decent, but I'm going to take him off the list now. I don't like it. I've had some time to think about it. Dane Walters wouldn't be bad, but he has no arm. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we got guys started. Let's sim up and see what happens here in the sim and see if we're in a position to go bring these guys in. Right now, as it sits, we are a game and a half out of first. With that win, we break the tie, three-way tie for second place. Let's see what happens here. Thumpers do play once in the sim. Nightbats and False Knights. Nightbats win 5-0 as they shut them out. Nightbats get their 14th win and lock up a playoff spot in the process. Trackers pull up a 1-0 shutout upset of the Below Zeros. Bards unfortunately win in 10 innings over the Toucans 4-3, so they go back above us in the race. Bottlenoses beat the Bionics. Toucans are officially going to finish with a losing record. Champs beat the Bird Lizards 3-2. That helps us out, so now we're tied for second with only the Bards. Swampers beat the Riddles 7-4. Leatherwings beat the Beasts 8-4. Thumpers taking on the Gold Coats here. Gold Coats pull a 2-0 shutout. So we're one game out of first. False Knights beat the Flyers 5-1. Tramplers and Leatherwings. Leatherwings win 10-4. Bird Lizards and Riddles. Riddles win 3-0. Good win. Bird Lizards now only can finish at 500. Bards, unfortunately, though, do win as they sweep the doubleheader against the Toucans. So they sit at 12-10. So they are going to have the tiebreaker over us regardless of what happens, even if we win. So, all right, let's do it. Nocturnals up. Last place Nocturnals. They're going to have former Nightbats starter Jagger Drummond on the mound. He's 3-0 with a 1.17 ERA and an 0.72 whip. And on the mound for us will be Bryson Thicket, making his final start of the season. Both pitchers will be. Thicket 2-2 with a 2.20 ERA and an 0.94 whip with Tier 2 Elite Slider. Both pitchers have been playing really, really well. Player development, what do we got? So we have a chance to make Dakota a full-fledged utility player. Let's go for it. 4 contact to 32, down a speed to 75. Bonus 4 contact, we're going to get it. That's plus 8. Up to 36. Not going to be the utility player, though. That's fine. And she's officially a C+. Congratulations, Dakota. Radical could get K Neglector, but a change-up. No thanks. Stanley Vu. Let's get him some upgrades here. 1 speed to 47, 1 arm to 64, bonus 3 speed. Doesn't get it. That's okay. Cano, first pitch prayer. No thank you. Catalea Beal, lose RBI hero. Nope. Klippenstein, lose her utility infield stuff. No thanks. Perfect. Alright. So Nocturnals at 8-13. So do we sign any of these guys? What are we looking at here? Well, Justin Marshall just went on the free agent pool, so I'm not going to sign him. Chopper Sardi, we did talk about him explicitly to be as a potential signing replacement for Catalea Beal, and it had to be talked down off the ledge for that one. But we could maybe bring him in for Dakota. I love Lennox Dakota. She's shown more promise than Dana Hodges this year, but Hodges can be a utility fielder for us already. And even though Dakota just got promoted to utility, she is disciplined, so we will need to sign a disciplined player to replace her. So if we do go down that route, we don't have the arm. Box Richards would be interesting. I would not mind upgrading the bullpen. He is, however, 3.3 over his price point. I think we can get away with one more game waiting for him. Jared Sosa, 1.4 million. We probably can't get away with him. So if we want Jared Sosa, that would be Adelina Fontina. I'm not going to get rid of Thicket, Butters, or Floral. But we need a disciplined player again, so we cannot go get him. Boxer Mayor is crafty. I don't like it. Ryan Reed is crafty for the bullpen again. Harold South would be an interesting bench guy, but again, scholarly. So if we get him, we would have to cut Dakota Hodges instead. Because I think Hodges is scholarly, yes. So we would be spending $7 million, but him or Special. Special would actually replace Dakota. His would work well. So if we do that, who do we like more between Harold South, who had a Tier 3 off-speed hitter, and Tier 3 volatile, Can't field. He has a great arm, though. Good speed, good power, decent contact. Or to be like Special. Good contact, above average power, good speed, average fielder, average arm. And he is first pitch slayer at tier 2. I think Special is the more prototypical bench bat in that scenario. Johnny Guerra and Reese Dodson. Dodson is already under his price point, but I'm probably not going to bring him in. I had to look at his stats now. I just don't like it. Johnny Guerra would not be a bad signing for that 4th rotation slot. And he would keep the chemistry where it is. So we'll keep that in mind with him. Alright, so I think I like Guerra. I like Special. Orion Reed, if we were to sign him, say to replace, I don't know, Tyler Tang, would that fit? Crafty. He could replace Sosa. That's fine. Sosa hasn't pitched very well this year, so I'm be okay with losing him. I'll keep Radical, Lowry, and Reynolds. I think Reynolds can be safe. He's pitched much better as of late. Lowry's been lights out. Radical, he's got so much potential. I don't want to get rid of him. It would be Tang or Sosa, but Tang is finding his footing finally. Especially after getting that K collector trait. For that one, we'd have Richards. We'd have to choose between Richards or Reed, and I like Box Richards better, just because Box is more proven than Reed is. Although their ratings are basically similar, Reed is slightly faster, Richards is slightly more junk. Richards has better accuracy by a long shot. Richards also has the elite 4-seamer, while Reed has the elite 2-seamer, although Reed does have a 4th pitch. I like Richards better. We can wait on him. Alright, so Reed loses out. I think South loses out to Special. And I honestly don't mind sacrificing Hodges for South and Special for Hodges, or vice versa. South for Hodges, Special for Dakota, because both will fill needs on the roster. Do I think I need to make a move right now? Probably not. I think we can get away with one more game on all of these guys, except Sosa. His chemistry just doesn't line up, so he's not going to make it. Justin Marshall, he would be good. I like Marshall over Johnny Guerra, but we'll see how much money we have to play with. But for right now, we don't need to make any moves. Most of these guys, we don't need to make a move on just yet, because most of them are 3 million plus on their things. The only one we're worried about losing is Harold South. I wouldn't mind going to get him now, because it would definitely beef up our lineup. So, yeah, let's go get Harold now. Let's bring him in. We're going to have to bring him in for Hodges, I believe, because that keeps the chemistry where it is. Sorry, Dana, I'm going to have to let you go here, kid. You did really good for us this year, Rook, but we're going to go ahead and get South here as another bench outfield option. Going to cost 7.8 million, which will put us under 20 million in the surplus, but we've built up over 12, almost 12.5 million, so I think we're fine. We're not strapped for cash. As much as I hate it, we can always re-sign Hodges in the offseason, because I doubt anyone goes and gets her, so. Yeah, let's beef up this. I mean, we're in the thick of this race. Let's beef up this bench. Let's get Harold South. We get another bat here on the bench to work with. And we still have 19.9 left in the budget to play around with. So I think with that move, I think Chopper Sardi is out. We don't need to bring him in. And then really it's Special, Guerra, Richards, and Marshall are the 4 we're looking at. With it being between Marshall and Guerra, Special, and Richards. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so now we're taking on the last place Nocturnals. Here's what the lineup would look like. Floral would be DHing. Harold South is immediately going to get the start in left field over Simmons. Oh my god. Cano would take a day off. Tucker would catch. Beal is back in the lineup in center despite being tense, which is fine. And honestly, right now, guys, we are in the thick of a playoff hunt. I was not planning to do a doubleheader today, especially against the last place team, but god damn it if I didn't talk myself into it. So it's Huffman leading off. Vu at third. We're flopping him with Murphy. Man locked in at second. Pruitt on fire in right. He's not jacked anymore because of the home run robbery. South is getting the start in left field. Murphy at third. Tucker catching. Floral DHing locked in. And Beal tense in center. I I actually want to flop Murphy for Vu because Murphy is much, much faster than Vu is. And he was hitting much better than Vu was last episode. So I'm going to bring last game. So Vu's going to come down where Murphy was in the 6, and Murphy's going to bat 2. Lineup for the Nocturnals leading off at second shortstop is Athena Castor. And his left fielder, Mitchell Grouse. DH, Abdil O'Brien. This is Alika O'Brien's cousin. Colin Reeves, the young first baseman, is tense. Zane Hurls, Reagan Hurls' cousin, he is tense at second. Keegan York is locked in center, the former Toucan outfielder. Beth Alonzo, the rookie, at third base. William Walls in right, former Beast outfielder. And Bert Lobster, the veteran catcher, will bat number 9. Let's jump into it and have some fun. Heading to Sakura Hills for the final game of today's episode. This wasn't planned to be a doubleheader, but since we're in the thick of this playoff hunt, let's go for it. Looking for our 12th win of the season, which would clinch the team's first 500 or better record in franchise history here in year number 9. And only our 3rd year in control. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. Huffman leading off, hitting .270 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs. He's locked in with Tier 3 fastball hitter. Facing Jagger Drummond, who's had an elite caliber year with a 1.17 ERA, 0.72 whip, and 28 strikeouts, but only a 3-0 record actually to show for it, but he's pitching on a last-place team. 4 earned runs given up in 30 2/3 innings, averaging 6 innings a start. 20 hits, 28 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batsman, and a batting average against a 182. Nice. Beat 2-seamer at Tier 2. There's that changeup away on the corner, 0-1. Huffman likes fastballs. 2-seamer away, blasted by Huffman, deep right field. Make a statement, it is in the seats. Drop it in on the target in right field over the leaping outfielder's glove as Walls gave it a leap. But he did not have the height on it. Making a statement in scary as Huffman, his 3rd homer of the year. 1-0 Bombers. Here's Murphy. Third baseman hitting .326 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Tier 3 consistent for Albert. Change up in there at the letters, 0-1 for Drummond, who does not go tense. Little hack activates at Tier 2. Heater at the knees, hit up the middle to short. Castor to her left makes the stop to first, 1 down. Next up is Heather Mann, locked in, hitting .301 with 6 homers and 16 RBIs. Tier 2 first pitch, Brayer. Switch hitter takes a 2-seamer on the inside, 0-1. Change up down, pulled foul, 0-2. Out in front of the changeup, great pitch. I was looking heater. First punch out for Drummond, his 29th of the year. Here's Pruitt, right fielder on fire with Tier 3 volatile. 3 for 4 last game, hitting .443 with 3 homers, 16 RBIs. Unfortunately got robbed of a home run in this final at bat, which knocked his mojo down from jacked. Changeup up high, ball 1. Heater up and away, hit well by Pruitt to right field, carrying well, but hanging up out there for balls, and that ends the inning. But a leadoff home run from Huffman is the fire starter. Bottom 1, it's 1-0. Castor, Grouse, and O'Brien do up against Bryson Thicket, the sophomore. Castor locked in, .264 average, 4 homers, 15 RBIs for the shortstop. There's Tier 2 base rounders for the base path, and Tier 2 RBI 0, but no one on base. Here's Thicket. Bryson, 2-2 in 5 starts. 2.20 ERA, 0.94 whip, 9 runs given up, 7 earned in 28 2/3 innings, so he's averaging just under 6 innings a start. 20 hits surrendered, 7 walks, 2 homers, 27 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 189. So far, the only starter in our rotation with a batting average against under 300. They're inside, doors, 0-1. Slider down and away, outside, 1-1. Heater up and away, chased, fouled off, 1-2. Dribble down and in. Chopper, slow roller to short. Huffman charges, bare hands, fires, got her, 1 down. Next up is Grouse, left fielder, hitting .292 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. Screwball up and away in the first one, outside, ball 1. Heater down and in. Inside, 2-0. Slider up and in. Fouled off, 2-1. Back over the screen it goes. Curveball away. Check, 3-1 outside. Cutter up. Chased, skied to left center field, hanging up for Harold South. Newly signed outfielder makes the play, 2 down. Next up is Abdiel O'Brien, DH with Tier 2 rally starter and volatile, hitting 196 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Cutter up and away in the first one, check strike, 0-1. Four seamer down and in, low, 1-1. Screwball up and in, inside, 2-1. Four seamer at the knees, chopper up the third base line, staying foul, 2-2 now the count. Slider middle of the plate, fouled off, got lucky there, 2-2. Screwball down and in. Chased, fouled off, 2-2. Cutter up high. Jammed it foul, out of play on the left side. Count remains 2-2. Curveball away. Getting the hold of second, man dives out of a reach into right field. It goes. Little 2-out single there. First hit today for the Nocturnals. Now to bring up Colin Reeves, the young first baseman. He is tense, Tier 2 bad ball hitter, hitting .244 with 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Check of the runner. Curveball inside, ball 1. Forcing down and away. That's a strike, 1-1. Pitch 20 coming here from Thicket in the first. Screwball up and in, checked high, 2-1. Cutter up and away. Checked high, 3-1. Sliding down and in. Fouled off. Full count. Runner will be off with the next pitch. Forcing him away. He gone! Blew it by him. First punch out for Thicket. That ends the inning. To the second, it's 1-0. Bombers. South, Boo, and Tucker coming up. Harold South leading off. Left fielder with Tier 3 off-speed hitter. Tier 3 volatile. Just signed out of the free agent pool. Veteran has a 119 batting average and 1 RBI with no homers. 32-year-old. Change up inside, ripped foul, but out in front of it, 0-1 as he's chomping at the bit. Heater down and in, 1-1 as that two-seamer misses low and inside. Heater up, hard grounder to first. Reeves in the hole backhands, takes it himself, 1 down. Next up, Stanley Vu. First baseman hitting .338 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs, went 1 for 4 last game. Heater up and in as a strike, 0-1. Slider at the knees, pulled into the left field corner, running after it is O'Brien, or Grouse. He gets there for the second out. There's the catcher Adelina Tucker, who sat out last game. Tier 2 Ace Exterminator active, hitting .318 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs. She's giving Gage Cano a day off. Heater inside, line softly to short, over the diving glove of the shortstop, base hit as Castor gave it a leap. 2-out single for Tucker. Here's DH Cat Floral, pitcher was locked in. Hitting .231 in the air, she was 0 for 3 in the batting box last game, but she did throw 8 1/3 shutout innings. Heater up and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater down, pulled by Floral to left center field. That is hanging up, though. Running it down is York, and that ends the inning. Bottom 2, it's 1-0. Hurls, York, and Lonzo coming up. Here's Zane Hurls. Second baseman, tense with Tier 2 high pitch. Big 198 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Heater down, low, ball 1. Curveball down, fouled off, 1-1. Screwball down in the way. Chopper back to the mound. Thicket charges in, bare hands to first, 1 down. He's locked in. Here's Keegan York, center fielder, locked in. Hitting .262 with 3 homers, 8 RBIs here for the former Toucans outfielder. Slider up and in, inside, ball 1. Forcing me down in the way. Line to left of center, Beal coming on. Slides, and it gets past her all the way to the wall. Great job, Beal. That is going to be a 1-out triple here for Keegan York as Beal just got to it. Relay throw from Vu coming home. It's a 1-out triple. Bad read on it for Beal. Here's Beth Alonzo, third baseman hitting .270 with a homer and 4 RBIs as we move the infield in. Screwball inside on the first one, ripped foul, 0-1. Cutter up and away outside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Outside 2-1. Side up and in. Pulled to left field, hit pretty deep. South retreating. In front of the track, makes the catch for the second out as he throws it home. Runner tagging, and plenty deep there. It's a sac fly. We're tied at 1. Walls up, right fielder hitting 081 with an RBI here for the former Beasts outfielder. First pitch slider away. Out off, 0-1. Rip it in, foul back, 0-2. Slider down and in. Low and inside, 1-2. Cut up and away. High and off the glove, 2-2. Couple down and away. Checked outside, count full. Heater up and in. He gone, caught him looking. Can I help you, Liam? Nah, he's just looking. Take your window shopping, but elsewhere. He gone. Second punch out for Thicket. But a sac fly ties the game at 1 for the Nocturnals. Top 3, Beal, Huffman, and Murphy coming up. Here's Catalea Beal, tense, hitting 205 with 3 RBIs, so she sat out last game because she was rattled. Young outfielder still struggling to find her footing as that heater's in there at the letters, 0-1. Change it down, rip foul, 0-2. Heater inside, rip the first liner right at Reeves, 1 down. Huffman up next, locked in with a solo homer to start the game. He's 1 for 1. Out of them, jammed up the middle, diving onto the glove of the second baseman hurls. It's a base hit into center field. Huffman 2 for 2 today. He's on with 1 down from Murphy, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out. Heater down and low, ball 1. Slider down in there, 1-1. Heater down and away in there at the knees, 1-2 as Little Hack activates a tier 2 for Murphy. Slider down, line through the middle as Drummond gets out of the way. That's another hit. Back-to-back 1-out singles here for the Bombers. Put 2 on, 1 down. Rally starting for Mann, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Way out in front of a changeup her first time up. Changeup low, ball 1 in the first one. Change away, rope to short, over the leaping glove of Castor into left center field. Short gets it in quickly. Throw comes, cut off by Reeves. Throw to third, just late. It's an RBI single for Mann. 2-1 Bombers as we retake the lead. Runners at the corners for Pruitt. On fire, 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right field. Drummond trying to get out of the jam. Two-seamer up and away, strike called. 0-1, that's his best pitch. Change up, rip foul. 0-2 for Pruitt. Heater to knees, rope past the third, but knocked down by the third baseman with butterfingers. Alonzo throw to first, still gets Pruitt, but it's an RBI ground out fielder's choice, 3-1. Bombers put up another run. Runner at second, 2 outs for Harold South. Can the new man deliver? Looking for his second RBI of the season. Heater checked away, 0-1. Heater at the knees, popped it up, shallow foul territory on the right side. Racing after it is Reeves, a run it down to end the inning. With 2 runs home for the Bombers, it's 3-1, bottom 3. Lobster, Castor, and Grouse coming up 9-1 and 2 for the Nocturnals. Here's Bert Lobster, catcher hitting 255 with the homer, 5 RBIs, tier 2 easy target as well. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Cutter away, that's a strike, 0-2. Heater up and in. Out off early, 0-2. Screwball down and in. He gone, chased it low. Third punch out for Thicket. He's beating his chest. He feels it. There's Castor, 0 for 1. Slider down the way in the first one, low, ball 1. Heater up and away. Outside, 2-0. Screwball up and in. Pulled foul, 2-1. Cutter down and in inside, 3-1. Heater down and away, that's going to be ball 4. Thickett's first walk today. 1 on, 1 down, and that is going to bring out Mitchell Grouse, 0 for 1. Anaheim Mighty Duck looking ass Nocturnals. Hey, John, well, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day has been well. We won the first game of the doubleheader. We beat the champs 3-0. So now we just got to do it again against the Nocturnals. A win here clinches our best season ever and our first guaranteed 500 or better season in franchise history. Grouse up, runner on after a 1-out walk. Cut her down, in there at the knees, 0-1. Screwball up and in. High, 1-1. Pitch 50 already for Thicket. Heater down and in, chop back to Thicket. He throws the second one. Huffman to first. Double play, you love to see it. And that's the first one we turn this episode. Top four, it's 3-1. Vu, Tucker, and Floral coming up. It's kind of hard to turn a double play in a game where you only give up 5 hits in the first one. Here's Vu, 0 for 1 today. Drummond now tense. Heater down and in low, ball 1. Change up inside, ripped foul, 1-1, little early. Heater down, shot back to Drummond, who picks it on a hop. The first one down. He's back to neutral, and that'll bring up Tucker, 1 for 1 with a single. Ace Exterminator active. Down the middle, grounded hard to second, diving his hurls to his right. Throw to first, 2 down. Fought through to Butterfinger's trait there. Here's Floral, 0 for 1. Still locked in for Floral. 2-seamer high, ball 1. Heater up and away, grounded hard to first, but right at Reeves. 1-2-3 inning here for Drummond. Bottom 4, it's 3-1. O'Brien, Reeves, and Hurls. Heart of the lineup up for the Nocturnals. Here's O'Brien, 1 for 1 with a single. Heater down and away. That's a strike, 0-1. The ball inside, off the plate, 1-1. Elite slider inside, also off the plate, 2-1. Cutter up, fouled off, 2-2. Heater down and in, pulled foul, still 2-2. Screwball away, outside, 3-2. Cutter down and away. Ball 4, what a take. O'Brien works the walk, second of the day for Thicket. Here's Reeves, 0 for 1. Thickett's still locked in, though. First pitch slider down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Hack activates a tier 2 here for Reeves. Heater at the knees. Hit on the ground up the third base line, backhanded by Murphy to second, 1. Man to first. Not in time. 1 down for Hurls, who's 0 for 1 intense. Cutter up and away. High, ball 1. Thicket just hit the 60 pitch mark. Down, chopper in the hole to first. Vu over, cuts it off to second, 1. Kaufman back to, man, not in time. 2 down on the fielder's choice for York. 1 for 1 with a triple. Thanks to miscue in center field. Curveball down. That's a strike, 0-1. Heater up and in. High and tight, 1-1. Slider middle in. Jan liner in the hole to right field. That's a base hit. First and second with 2 down. Nocturnals threatening. Here's Alonzo with a sac flyer. First time up. Ball down and in on the first one. Pulled down the left field line as she went after it. Aggressive, but pulled a foul. 0-1. About the knees. Hanger turned on, belted down the left field line, but hooking way foul. Got lucky. 0-2. Whiffer activates a tier 2. You're way up and in, almost hit her in the chin. 1-2. Cut her down and away. Off the plate. 2-2. Way outside. Screwball up and away. Fouled off. 2-2. 70 from Thicket. Cut her down. Block. 3-2. Runners will be off. Got her up. Whiffed on it. She gone. 4th punch out for Thicket. He strands 2. She gone to the 5th. It's 3-1. Beal, Huffman, and Murphy coming up. Way to go, Bryson. Way to go. Here's Beal, 0 for 1 intense today. Heater down on the first pitch. Blasted deep center field. Hit pretty well by Beal. Back to the warning track is York, but it's out of steam. 1 down. Huffman up 2 for 2. Solo homer and a single today. Led off the game with that home run. Heater down and in. Lined into right center field as he got that fastball and sends it back where it came from. 3 for 3 today for Huffman. Second single for him. Here's Murphy, 1 for 2 with a single last at bat. Yes? Everything okay? It's alright, hon. 0-1 count to Murphy. Little hack does activate as that hit the knees on the slider. Change up inside 0-2, rip foul. Heater up, line through the middle, base hit for Murphy as he was right in his comfort zone. Behind in the count. 2 on, 1 down. Next up, Heather Mann, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Prayer active. Heater up, in there at the letters, 0-1. Chased him inside, 0-2. Heater up, blasted by Mann to right of center, but that's going to hang up for York as he's in, 2 down. Pruitt up 0 for 2, fielder's choice ground out last time up. He's still on fire, though. He's also flown out. Change it down, out in front of it, rip foul, 0-1. Heater down and then jammed over second. That's a bloop. Oh, and Hurls leaps and takes away a hit. Bottom 5 at 3-1. Walls, Lobster, and Castor coming up. There's Walls 0 for 1. Thickened to look to get through the 5th. Heater up on the first one, fouled off, 0-1. Screwball down. Out in front of it, 0-2. Cut up and away. He gone! Caught him looking. 5th punch out for Thicket. Wave him bye-bye as he takes his window shopping butt elsewhere. Can I help you? There's Lobster 0 for 1. First pitch elite slider away. Strike called 0-1. Cutter up and in. Jammed on the ground to first. Right at Vu. Takes it himself. 2 down. Thicket on cruise control. Here's Castor 0 for 1 with a walk. Heater down and in. Lined up the middle, almost took him with it. That's a base hit. 2-out single keeps the inning alive here for the Nocturnals. Here's Grouse 0 for 2. First pitch curveball inside, 1-0. Batter away, 2-0 outside. Heater down, fouled off, 2-1. Slider down and in. Inside, 3-1. They're down in the way. Chase, chopper back up the middle to Huffman, who's over. Bare hands the first. Got him! That ends the inning. Thicket gets through the 5th. Top 6, it's 3-1. South, Vu, and Tucker coming up. Here's South, 0 for 2 today. Flew out last at bat. Heater down, dumped over first. It's a base hit for South. Nice job, Harold. His first hit since joining the team. Literally signed right before this game. Stanley Vu up next. She's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 2. My bad. My bad, Stan. There it goes. Slider down, hit and run. Hurls cannot make the play to second. He threw it there anyway. Castor still had enough time to throw Vu out because he's fat. Sorry, Stan. 1 down for Tucker. 1 for 2 with a single. Heater down, blasted to right center field. Will it get over York? No! Keegan York with a diving suicide dive. Takes away extra bases and saves a run, keeping the Nocturnals in it for now. 2 down for Floral, is 0 for 2. Grounded out and lined out, I believe. 2-seamer up and away, strike called, 0-1. Heater up, late swing, it's 0-2. Heater away, chopper right at Hurls. He'll go to first to end the inning. Started promising, and then we flubbed it. Bottom 6, it's 3-1. O'Brien, Reeves, and Hurls coming up. Great defense there from the Nocturnals. Here's O'Brien, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. As Thickett's going to start the inning despite being over 80 pitches. Slider down and into O'Brien. In there at the knees, 0-1. O'Brien has a single and he walked last time up. Heater in the dirt, 1-1. Screwball up and in. Check strike 1 and 2. Rally starter active along with Volatile. Cut up and away. High, 2-2. Slider down and in. Jammed foul, out of play. 2-2, still the count. 6th pitch of the at-bat already here for Thicket. Or maybe 7th. Go down the way. Fouled off, still 2-2. Heater middle in. Jammed on the ground to third, right at Murphy. Picks it on the hop to first. 1 down. Next up is Reeves, 0 for 2 and tenths.
Number 7, Colin Reeves.
Pitch curveball down and in. Inside, ball 1. Let's pitch 90 from Thicket. Up away. Blasted to left center field, hit pretty well. South and Beal tracing after it. It gets over the wall as the Nocturnals will send that one out into the night. That is landing there in the rock garden in left center. 6th homer of the year for the young first baseman Colin Reeves, and that makes it 3-2, and that is going to do it for Bryson Thicket. 5 1/3, decent innings here for Thicket. He comes 2 outs shy of a quality start, finishing with 2 earned runs given up on 5 hits. He also walked 2 and struck out 5. He's in line for the win. No quality start, though, but it's okay, Bryson. That's a great outing. I'll take that 9 times out of 10, brother. We're going to go to the bullpen here, and we're going to turn it over to Narciso Reynolds first, as he's the most rested. 1-0 with a 7.98 ERA, 170 whip, 13 runs given up, 11 appearances, 1 save, 14 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 4 walks, 4 homers, 11 strikeouts, and a batting average against the .333.
Now pitching, Narciso
High pitch active at tier 2 for Zane Hurls. First pitch heater down and in from Reynolds is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Curveball down and away. Fouled off out of play on the right side, 0-2. Tried to go with it, a little late. Slide down and away. Check low, 1-2. Change it down and away. He gone! Chased it outside. First punch out for Reynolds out of the pen. He gone. 2 down. Here's York, 2 for 2. Triple, single, and he made a nice diving play last inning. He's on fire. First pitch slider up. That's a high, ball 1. Heater middle in. Jam liner to short. Huffman there. 1. That's good pitching there from Reynolds. 2 batters faced. 2 outs got. Home run though for Reeves makes it 3-2 as he takes Thicket yard. Top 7 it's Beal, Huffman, and Murphy. With 3 innings left to play, we got ourselves a run game. Bombers trying to get their first 500 or better season in franchise history. Beal was rattled 0 for 2. Again, nothing going her way. Peter in there at the knees, 0-1. Change it down, pulled foul, 0-2. Slider away through the legs of Drummond. It's a base hit for Beal. She finally gets on the hit column. 1 for 3 day for her. She's back to tenths. Lead off and on for Huffman, who's 3 for 3 today. Solo home run, 2 singles here at the top of the lineup. He is locked in. Choker active over at first base. Peter inside, strike called 0-1. Change it low, 1-1. Change up, rip to left field. Another hit for Huffman. He's 4 for 4. His 3rd single today. 2 on, nobody out to start the inning for the Bombers. Here's Murphy, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Consistent active for Albert. Heater up, misses high from Drummond. Ball 1. Changeup is low. It's 2-0, and that takes away Little Hack from the at-bat. Changeup up, ripped by Murphy, but pulled foul. 2-1, a little early. Heater up, late swing, 2-2. Changeup away, pulled up the first base line. There's Reeves, throw to second, 1. Caster back to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners for Mann, who's locked in. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Huffman was forced out there. Now they're looking to break it open. Here's its Prayer active. Choker active at 3rd. Changeup drops low, ball 1. Slider away, blasted by Heather Mann, right center field. Can York get to this one? Makes the catch against the fence. As tagging from 3rd is Beal. She will score. Sack fly for Heather, her 2nd RBI of the game. It's 4-2. Pruitt up next, 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice ground out earlier. Got robbed of a base hit on a diving, leaping play last time up. He's 0 for 3. Changeup in there, 0-1 at the knees. Either way, line by Pruitt out of play, 0-2. Slider down, turned on by Pruitt. Connects on that slider at the knees, and he's going to drop it in on the target. Over there in left center behind the bullpen. A home run for Pruitt. 2nd home run of the day for the Bombers offense. 4th of the year for Pruitt, and that makes it 6-2 as we put 3 on the board here and take away Drummond's quality start. Here's Harold South, 1 for 3 with a single, and that'll do it for Drummond. Out of the bullpen is Bo Pollard, reliever with a 4.50 ERA, 181 WHIP, 12 strikeouts in Tier 2, gets ahead. Pollard in with an 0-1 record, 8 runs given up, 14 appearances, 2 saves, 16 innings pitched, 18 hits surrendered, 12 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a 290 batting average against. Going to try and mitigate the damage here.
It's 100-foot-long Friday.
Heater down, misses low on the first one, ball 1. Heater up and in, hit well by South to center, but that hangs up for York, and that ends the inning. Still big inning for the Bombers as we get 1 home on a sac fly and then a 2-run homer. Make it 6-2. Bottom 7, Alonzo Walls and Lobster coming up. Reynolds now pitching with a 4-run lead. Here's Alonzo Tenso for 1 with an RBI sac fly earlier. First pitch Heater. Middle in, check strike, 0-1. Change away. Outside, 1-1. Right up and away. Blooper behind second, shallow right. Other man out for it, 1 down. Next up is Walls, 0 for 2 intense. Ball down and away. Low ball. Oh, got a strike call. Nice pitch, Narciso. 1-0. 0-1. Heater down and in. Doors, 0-2. Change up and away. High, 1-2. Slider up and in. Pulled foul, he chased it. That's going to get in the seats over there at third. 1-2. Force him down and away. Chopper back to the mound. Reynolds off to his left. Makes the play to first. 2 down. Base is empty here for Lobsters. 0 for 2.
Number 13, Bert Lobster.
Curveball up and in on the first pitch. High. Ball 1. Slider up and away. Lobster skies at dead center. Beal back a few steps. Is under it. 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds. To the 8th, it's 6-2. Vu, Tucker, and Floral coming up. Stanley Vu's 0 for 3 today, yet to find the base paths. Facing Pollard. Either way, fouled off. Pollard's gotten out the only batter he's faced today. Curveball hits the inside corner. Nice pitch, 0-2. Peter jammed inside, grounded to first. Reeves over, 1 down. Despite having the power trait active for Vu, he doesn't get it out of the infield. Here's Tucker 1 for 3 with a single. No longer having Ace Exterminator active. Heater down the way, that's a strike, 0-1. Heater inside, lined at the middle. Cut off by Castor, 2 down. Next up is Floral, who's 0 for 3. Locked in though. Slider away, hit well by Cat into the right center gap. Will that get down? Yes, it will. That is going to get past York as well to the wall. It's Floral's digging around second, digging for third. She'll have extra bases. She's in there with a triple beating the relay throw. Her first hit today, she's 1 for 4, and that gives Beal RBI hero to counteract Choker. Tense, 1 for 3 with a single, though, and a run scored. Can she deliver? Fork ball in there, 0-1, nice pitch. Slider inside, pulled by Beal to right field, but right at Walls, and that ends the inning. Bottom 8, it's still 6-2. Castor, Grouse, and O'Brien coming up. Gonna make a sub here. Vu's gonna come off. We're gonna go ahead and bring in Lupin McKay to play first base.
Now in the game, Lupin
Vu just hasn't hit well today. He's 0 for 4, so might as well take him out. Literally 6 outs left to get. Heater down in, ball 1. Ball down in the way. It's line to third, right up Murphy, 1 down. Reynolds locked in. Here's Grouse 0 for 3 intense.
Mitchell Rouse.
Right up the way. Popped up behind the plate on the first one. Tucker out of the crouch. That is 2 down. There's O'Brien with 2 a single and a walk. Now at least not reacting along with Volatile. Change it middle in. Inside, ball 1. Flip it in. Line to second. Man picks it on a hop. Another 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds. He's through the 8th. 2 2/3 scoreless relief here for Reynolds. Top 9. Still 6-2. Huffman, Murphy, and Mann coming up. There's Huffman, 4 for 4. So number 3 singles. He's locked in against Pollard. Curveball down in the way, right through the legs of Pollard, up the middle. Caster bare hands, in time, 1 down.
Now batting.
Murphy up next, 2 forward, 2 singles. 2 or 3 consistent active. Heater up in there, 0-1 as that activates Little Hack. Curveball away, missed it, skied to left center. Coming in York, easy second out of the inning. And here's man, 1 for 3 with a 2-run sing, 2 RBIs, 1 on a single, 1 on a ground out, I think. Sack fly. Heater inside, 1-0. Heater up, lined over third, base hit as it slices into the corner on left. Rouse cuts it off, throw into second is a weak one, and man beats the throw with a double. She's 2 for 4, extending the inning for Pruitt, who hit a 2-run homer last at bat. He also has the fielder's choice RBI ground out. He's still on fire. And they intentionally walk him. I don't blame them. That is going to bring up Harold South, 1 for 4 with a single today. Tier 3 off-speed hitter, Tier 3 volatile for the new man. Either way in the first one, fouled off, 0-1. You're up, line by South into left of center. That's down for a hit. And around third, here's the throw from York. It's cut by Reeves, and they got South hung up between first and second. And everybody's going to get back. Good job by Pruitt. 7-2 the score for McKay. His first bat of the game for Lupine. Or Lupin, depending on how you pronounce it. Hitting 286 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. I'm going to go with Pine, though. Lupine sounds better than Lupin. Although Lupin is a nice reference to Harry Potter. We'll see. Curveball up. This is high on the first one. Ball 1. Workball down. Fouled back by McKay. 1-1. Curveball away is chased. Bloop behind first in the pop fly. Caught by Hurls, and that ends the inning. Got another run home there. 7-2 for the Bombers. Bottom 9. Reeves, Hurls, and York due up. Reynolds looking for the save. There's Reeves, 1 for 3 with a solo homer. First pitch curveball down, lined at the middle of the second. Man dives out of her reach into right center field. It goes. Beal on the run is going to watch it roll. Cuts it off right before the fence in right center. It's going to be a leadoff double. Reeves on. Leadoff man in scoring position here for Hurls, who's 0 for 3. Down and in. Strike call at 0-1. Change it down and away. Outside, 1-1. Slide down and away. Strike called 1-2. Lead down and in. Check. Can I help you, Zane? No, you're just looking to take your window shopping butt elsewhere. He gone. I think that's the third punch out for Reynolds here out of the pen. It's his second, actually. 1 down. Runner at second here for York, who's still on fire. Slide down and in. Inside, 1-0. Go down and away. Check strike, 1-1. Change up and in. York Rip lines it into center field. That's down for a hit. Beal comes to throwing. Runner holds at third. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Here's Alonzo, 0 for 2 with an RBI sack fly. She is tense. Reynolds remains locked in. He's about to throw pitch 30. This will probably be his last batter unless he gets an out here. Here we go. 4-0 away. Ball 1. Slide up and in. 2-0. Down the way, number to short, charging Huffman. Flip to second. 1. Man to first. Double play. You love to see it. And that ends the game. Bombers win 7-2. It's a 2-game sweep here in the episode. Reynolds 3 2/3 scoreless relief of Thicket gets him a save. Bryson Thicket pitches well to get his 3rd win of the season. And the Bombers show up and beat the last place Nocturnals 7-2. A game we should have won. And we do. We keep pace with the Bards. We're still tied for second. 1 game, half a game out of first. Solo home run by Huffman led off the game, and then we had a 2-run homer late by Pruitt. Pruitt also had an RBI groundout. Mann had a sac fly and an RBI single, and Harold South had an RBI single as well. Solo home run for Colin Reeves, and then there was a sac fly for Beth Alonzo. Those are the only runs for the Nocturnals. Everybody in our lineup got a hit today except McKay and Vu, and for them, the only people hitless were Grouse, Hurls, Alonzo, Walls, and Lobster. Pitching lines, Bryson Thicket, 5 1/3 solid innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and a homer. He improves to 3-2, finishing with an ERA of 2.38 on the year. Very solid improvement for the sophomore pitcher. Reynolds, 3 2/3 scoreless in relief, 2 hits given up, 2 strikeouts. His second save of the year, cuts his ERA down under 6.5. Drummond, 6 2/3 innings. He got lit up in the 7th, unfortunately. They left him in too long. 11 hits, a strikeout, 6 earned runs, 2 homers. Finishes with a 3-1 record, as that's his first loss of the year. ERA only goes up to 2.4, though. Pollard, 2 1/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run, 3 hits, 1 walk. Decent outing. Player of the game, Huffman, with his 4-hit day, including the leadoff home run, followed by Pruitt with a big 2-run homer and RBI groundout. He was 1 for 4, drove in 3 runs today, most of any batter. And Reeves with the 2 for 4 day, he had a double and a solo home run. Still, big win today for the Bombers. That's a 2-0 episode for us. 2 games left to play, and they'll be in next episode. Let's see if we can get it done. But with that win, everybody, we improved to 12-10 and have guaranteed the Dive Bombers their first 500 or better season in team history. So congratulations, guys. We've come very far here. Only took us 9 seasons. Clip or Sosa? Sosa is younger. So Clip will probably be cheaper in the long run, so I'm going to do Sosa here, give him the bonus. Although I love Clip, but it just mathematically makes sense. McKay or Reynolds? Reynolds had a good day today, so McKay. Alright, what do we got here? Looking around the league, there were some roster moves made. Good bit, actually. Mateo Diaz to the Tramplers, replacing closer Plunge Gaines. Brickley Bush to the Beast, replacing Smash Lafayette. Orion Reed got picked up by the Night Bats. He'll replace Camden Stark in their bullpen as they're making that push. Toucans signed Blake Dastardly as they cut Madden Shaw. Orbit Ross to the Toucans, replacing Nebula Butler. Special loses 2 contact in the free agent pool. That's fine. Beckham Jock released by the Swampers for Josiah Patton. Liliana Potter released by the Nocturnals for Grill Howell. Evergreen Roca released by the Nocturnals. Signed by the Nocturnals, replacing Jagger Drummond, who we just beat. Hoots Love to the Trackers, replacing Red Hartman. Alina Rodriguez released by the Tramplers for Shelby McClure. Okay. So we won both games this episode. We are in the thick of this playoff hunt. We need to upgrade this roster for the final push. Ooh, chance to get tier 3 consistent for Thicket. Okay. No. This is good for man. I like that one. I'll take that. First pitch prayer. Nope. Lose RBI hero. Nope. Ooh, Fontina has a decent accuracy upgrade. Okay. Well, let's do these first. Let's do Thicket. 2 velo to 78. Bonus 5 velo. Not going to get it. Tier 3 consistent. He does get that, though. Let's go, Thicket. It's not the best trait, but I'll take it. Heather Man. 1 speed to 55. 1 arm to 28. Bonus 3 speed. No dice. Can she play the entire infield now? No, unfortunately not. But loyalty goes up a little bit. And the last one for Fontina. Now, this may be done wasting money on this one, but just in case, for next season when we do potentially re-sign her, she'll be a little bit better. 1 accuracy to 49, 1 velo to 59, bonus 3 accuracy, no dice. Going for the changeup, nope, no dice either. So minimal gains there for Fontina. Alright, so let's sim up and see what happens. We have 3 games to sim. None of them affect us, unfortunately, so. But it may impact the playoff race there if the Bionics win. And they lose to the last place Trackers. That's good for us. Gives us a game advantage. Swampers beat the Champs 4-3 as the Champs lose again. And the Flyers taking on the Below Zeros, and the Flyers win 6-3. Okay, so looking at the playoff picture here with 2 games left to play, this is what we're looking at. So right now, Riddles are locked in at 16-6. Nightbats are locked in at 14-7. Tramplers, Beast, Flyers will all miss. Nocturnals will miss. Swampers are also going to miss with that negative 16 run differential. Leatherwings at 12 and 10 are competing with the Gold Coats and the Champs for that last 2 playoff spots. On our side, though, the one that matters, there are 5 teams with a 12-win record or better. Actually, just 12 wins. No one has more than 12 wins. This is coming down to the wire. Right now, False Knights and Below Zeros are tied at 12 and 10. Bottlenoses, if they win their next game, will tie also at 12 and 10. But edge goes to the Knights with that plus 22 run differential. Bionics at 11-11, they're not out of it either. Trackers, though, they are out. For us, in our division, Thumpers at 12 and 9, they play us next. So if we win, we will take a half-game lead in the division over them. Thumpers, though, would have, if we do tie, they have the run differential tiebreaker. So this is a very big must-win first game. And then our last game of the year is against the last place Toucans. There is a potential we can run this out and clinch a playoff berth. But to do that, we definitely need to win at least one of our next 2 games. Preferably both, because everyone else in this hunt has a positive run differential except the Bottlenoses. So we do not need any mistakes. A loss will probably eliminate us. But at least on the plus side, we're guaranteed a 500 or better finish for the first time in team history. And we seem to be peaking at just the right time with 2 games left to play. Game 1 in the finale next episode. It is Butters against Wixit Linguino and the Thumpers. A win will determine the leader of the division. Whoever wins will be the division leader coming out of this one. Butters 2-1, 4.12 ERA, 142 whip, Tier 2 K Collector, Tier 2 Elite 4-seamer. Linguino, Tier 3 gets ahead, Tier 2 stimulated, 1-1 with a 3.63 ERA and a 130 whip. Do I want to make these moves now? I think we do. Marshall, he's nowhere near ready. Richards is 2.5 over. I don't mind signing him now. Special is 3.4. We can wait on him. Johnny Guerra's 4.9. We don't need to make the starting pitching move. We can do that before the second game next episode. Wax Special, we can wait on getting him to upgrade the bench. Box Richards, though, we can get him to upgrade the bullpen now. And I think the guy we're going to get rid of is Lubbock Sosa. Although Lubbock does have that Tier 2 clutch, he is just not a good pitcher this season. Like, his numbers have been astronomically bad. I mean, granted, so is most of our bullpen, but Sosa especially, like, he's not been good in his entire career. So I think he's overrated because of his ratings, of his traits. He really is a C-plus pitcher on paper. Like, he should not be more than a C or a C-plus. So we're going to get rid of him. We're going to go ahead and bring in Box Richards, the former Furry Flyer veteran. He's going to hopefully shore up our bullpen. And that puts us down to $12 million in surplus. So if we do that, so knowing that, if that puts us at $12 million, what would the price point need to be to replace Fontina before the final start? So that means if we want to go get Justin Marshall, he will be affordable. That's good. And that also means Johnny Guerra is already affordable. Yeah, he'll be affordable too. He's actually already affordable, so perfect. We will be able to upgrade Fontina regardless. So let's go ahead and make the move now. Let's get Box Richards in here to shore up this bullpen. Sorry, Sosa. Just not having it right now. All right, that's going to do it for that. Let's set the lineup for the first game next episode. This is it. Here's what we're going to be rolling with going into next game. Wait, Harold South's in center? Oh, Beal is rattled again. Damn it. Of course he is. Well, then you know what? I can't bench Vu as well. Put him in. Alright, so this is what we're going to roll with next episode. It's going to be Huffman leading off, locked in at short. Murphy at third. Heatherman locked in at second. Pruitt on fire in right. Harold South will start in center. I'm actually going to move Simmons over there. He's faster. Simmons is faster and he's a better fielder, so I'll put him there. South will be in left with that better arm. Simmons in center. Vu tense at first, and Tucker catching with Butters on the mound. That is game 1 against the Thumpers. Preview for game 2. For the Toucans, it'll be Rail Butcher, the veteran, and for us, it's not going to be Fontina. It's either going to be Justin Marshall or Johnny Guerra. We're just going to see which one we want to bring in after the Thumpers game. Because if we lose, and how the sim goes, because looking at the schedule, looking at the schedule between this game and our last game, so we actually play one of the last games of the season. So the Thumpers will play another game before us. They have the Bird Lizards. The Toucans, they don't matter. They're done. Bionics do play again. They play at least once. So the Bionics will finish their schedule next time out. So they will play 2 games. So depending on how they do, depending on how the Thumpers do, depending on how the Bards do in the sim, that'll determine what happens. Bards have to face the Riddles. Ooh, that's a tough matchup. That might help us. Bird Lizards play the Thumpers. Okay. So really, we need to win the first game. If we win the first game, we will make the extra roster move to bring in the starting pitcher and the extra outfielder. If we lose, we're probably not competing for a division title. We're probably only competing for a playoff spot. So we'll make a decision then. But win or lose determines what we do. If we win, we're definitely going all in no matter what. If we lose, we'll need to look and see what's going on. But next episode, Dive Bombers play for broke. Go and try and make the playoffs for the first time in team history. But today's episode is done. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. If you haven't already over on YouTube and you're watching this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. It's at PracNasty over here as well. Shout outs to John Moore and One Boy for tuning in and chatting with me at different parts during the stream. And quick recap before we sign off. Dive Bombers had 2 games today, and we won both. We beat the champs 3-0 behind 8 1/3 quality innings from Cat Floral, and then we won 7-2 against the last place Nocturnals as Bryson Thicket gave us 5 1/3 good innings. Our offense showed up and demolished Jagger Drummond. They left him in too long, and Narciso Reynolds threw 3 2/3 scoreless innings in relief to get the save and keep the Nocturnals off the board. So with those 2 wins, we're up to 12-10. We have guaranteed our team's first 500 or better season in franchise history. Now let's go for the first winning season in franchise history and potentially our first playoff berth, as we're in the thick of it here with 2 games left to play, both of which will be next episode against division rivals, the Thumpers and the Toucans. Tune in next time to see how it all goes down. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.